Hi Capricorn, welcome back, welcome in, welcome to October. We're going to do a tarot spread, heavy oracle at the end to just get an overview of October's energy, see what's coming in, what's going to be around us, what we might need to navigate through, etc., etc. Before we do that though, I should have done this before I started, and I typically do, but I got distracted. So we're going to do it now. A little bit of smudging, clear any lingering energy that needs to be cleared, help us to connect to each other as a collective, and as a collective to spirit. All right, guys. Spirit, speak to me and through me to the Capricorn collective. What do they need to know about October? What energies are coming in for them, through for them, out of them, any and all of the things? What is here for Capricorn for October? Capricorn for October. I will say, as a collective, there is a lot of this energy. There's a lot of Five of Cups energy, sorrow, grief, guilt, all of the things. There's a huge release and shift happening as a collective, as a planet, whatever is happening. I'm not really sure, but it is very intense, and it is very, what's the word that I'm looking for? Very, more than impactful, pivotal for the majority of the collective. This is like systems crumbling. This is new ways of doing things, dynamic shifting, things balancing out. If things have felt very unbalanced, for a lot of us, they have. They're coming back into balance. Lots of devil energy that is being shifted out. And yeah, it's just, there's a lot changing and a lot happening. So if you are finding yourself in this Five of Wands, like competitive, catty, chaotic energy, it could be it's showing up for the last time, for one of the last times, so you can finally break this cycle and release it and move on from it. Same with that Four of Pentacles that just popped in. It's like, if there's any lingering things of like past ways of doing, being, thinking, behaving around money, around work situations, I don't know, this has a lot to do with how you handle yourself under pressure, how you respond to being angered, how quick you are to anger, things of that nature. There could be a final, I don't like to call them tests, but that's really the only way that you can classify them, because that's what they feel like. There might be one final situation that you're put into, to see if you're ready to walk away, to see if you can walk away. What else is here for Capricorn? October. What else is here for Capricorn for October, please, Spirit? Thank you. What else is here for Capricorn October, please, Spirit? Get out of here. Snap. Ooh, the Emperor. Okay. Again, the downside of the Emperor when he's not in his best form, because there's always like a healed and an unhealed version of everyone, right? And it can pop up at any moment. The unhealed version of the Emperor is someone who is very controlling, who can be a little bit oppressive, who can be a little bit quick to anger and lets his anger get the best of him. When he's in his healed, healthy, whole state, he is very solid. He is very fair. He is very he's a really good leader. Just end of story. He's the king of kings. He has all of the skills of all of the kings. He has mastered all of them. He has an empire. You could be very skilled, have lots of businesses under your belt, multiple streams of income, really solid position. If this is not you, it could be someone a superior. This could be manager, boss, owner, any and all of the things. Depends what level you yourself are working at. This is also the ultimate entrepreneur. King of Pentacles is an entrepreneur as well, but this is being an entrepreneur in every single aspect and having all of the skills and all of the abilities and all of the means to build an empire. What's this? 8 of Pentacles. And then we have the World. I think I mentioned 5 of Cups. That's literally for everyone right now. It's just very much this overall sadness, grief. There could be, I keep mentioning, there could be like a global passing, like someone who is held in really high regard, someone that would cause some sort of global mourning, like worldwide mourning, right? Could be passing. That could be the catalyst for all of this shift. While some people could be mourning and really sad, others might be really cheerful and glad. You know what I mean? There's 2 sides to every coin. So this doesn't necessarily have to be your grief, is what I'm saying. This could be the grief. I don't even want to say enemies, because it's not enemies, but just the grief of a group of people, and you're observing it, you're witnessing it, you are feeling it even, but you're not a part of it. It feels like it's not your grief, it's not your collective grief even. It feels like you're just witnessing it, kind of like you're on the outskirts of it. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Work, teams, delegating tasks, all of the teams. All right, let's go back up to the 8 of Pentacles. October is asking you to look at how you make your money, look at how you make how you multiply your money, even, is what I'm getting. Is there a more effective way? Is there something that, a skill that you can hone in on, that you can tune, that you can kind of fine tune even, and increase your money one step further? This Emperor energy with the 8 of Pentacles, it's to me giving like 8 streams of income, multiple streams of income. Maybe you have something that just popped up and it's like, oh, I really like doing this. It's a really fun hobby. I'm going to do this for money now. Like, I'm going to turn this into a business, because why not? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting from this, is like doing something for fun, but making money off of it. Kind of doing something on a whim just because you can. This Emperor, if this is your energy, this Emperor has the means and ability to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. And right now it looks like you want to focus on something that's a hobby of yours. This could be like a hobby that you've always had, but you've never thought about monetizing it, because it's been, you want something that is just a hobby, just for you, just, but there could be requests for it. Maybe you made some art a long time ago, or this style of art that you're tapping back into, you did a long time ago, and there's requests for it. So you're like, may as well. Why not? Why not is what I'm getting. There's no reason why not to, for one, and it leads to a really stable foundation. You could all, okay, this is really this mourning, like more like sadness, this mourning and grief, this kind of global mourning and grief could be cause for celebration for a lot of other people, if that makes sense. There could be, if you think about what's happening in the world right now, there are certain areas of the world who are trying to oppress, who are trying to, all kinds of things. Other parts of the world. I don't know how much I can say on here without getting banned or flagged or targeted or put on a fucking list. I don't know. But someone's passing that is going to be like global news. This is something that's going to affect the entire world, and this is grief, this is death, this is mourning. This could be personal to you. I'm not going to negate that fact. It could be personal to you. You could be suffering the loss of someone. That also doesn't negate the fact that this could also be happening. Two things can be true at once. You could be experiencing deep personal loss in conjunction with this kind of global loss. But this loss, death, whatever, is going to be cause for celebration for a lot of people. It's going to be the start of something really solid, a really solid foundation. It feels like a tower is happening, and then this is what you build after the tower. This is the foundation for the new tower, the foundation that's solid, the foundation that's strong and united and celebratory and fun and exciting and all of these things, versus unstable, erratic, oppressive. Doesn't really work for everybody. Really only works for one very specific type of person. Everyone else can get fucked, right? Well, now it's time for the everyone else to fuck the very specific people this system was built for, right? That's the energy that I'm getting. And what's going to be built afterwards, what's coming afterwards, is very solid. I don't know, it feels good. Then we have the Hierophant and the Three of Coins. Yeah, this is very much these traditions, these long-standing traditions, these institutions that have been set up in a very ass backwards type of way. This to me feels like divine feminine balancing back out and coming back into balance with divine masculine, which is very, very different from what the vast majority of the world is experiencing right now. That is not divine in any sense of the word. What we have now is predators in a system that's built for them and their kind, and they will, I don't want to talk about it. That's not what this is about. Those systems are being rebuilt, but they're being rebuilt in a way that is sustainable, in a way that does help everyone, in a way that is building and sharing knowledge in a free-flowing, not constrictive, it's not secretive, it's not like, oh, well, you could only know this much, and you could only know a little bit of the truth, and you could only have half truths. It's like, no, you're going to have the entire truth, and it's going to make things completely different and way better for everybody involved. If this is on a micro scale, this could be someone in your business, someone in your sector retiring and making space that was previously occupied by kind of a darker, more oppressive, less someone who you can't really go to when you have issues. You don't really feel like you're being led, more like micromanaged, things of that nature. They could be retiring and or passing, could be, and it's making space for new systems to be built, systems that benefit more than just the one person, right? You could be the one that's in charge of building the team from the ground up, so you're kind of like molding this team to your liking. Fingers crossed it's not just a repeat of more oppressive, toxic energy, right? So we know better, we do better. What else is here for Capricorn? That's too many. Thank you, though. Let's get two more. Two more, please, Spirit. Two more cards for Capricorn. What else is here for Capricorn? The choice is yours, I just heard. The choice is yours. Yeah, either carry this. In the beginning, we were talking about how you respond under pressure, how quick you are to anger, any and all of those things. Um, feels like you know you have a choice. Like you could stay in this energy, or you could choose to not react. You could choose to have a different reaction, not seek vengeance, not want revenge. You know what I mean? Like you have the choice to why the fuck are these upside down? How did I manage that? Okay. You're being given a choice. A new path. A new vision. 3 here. We have 5 4 and then another 3, the Empress. We have the Emperor and the Empress. With the 6 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, this is reciprocal give and take. The more you receive, the more you give. You are a very generous, loving person. 3 could be very significant for you right now. You have a very clear vision, and it makes it very easy to make decisions because you know exactly where you're going and you know exactly what you want. This Empress, that's what you want, whether you are masculine or feminine. If you are the Emperor, it's like you want your divine, you want to be with, you want to be in partnership with, you want to build with, you want to meet. Maybe you haven't even met this person yet, but it feels like this is what you're wanting. If you are divine feminine, you could be in a masculine energy right now. You could be presenting more masculine. You're the one that is maybe making the decisions in a business. Maybe you're in a position of authority. You want to be in your feminine. You want to be receptive. You want to be taken care of. You want to be the one receiving, not the one providing, not the one doing. Feels like you're opening yourself up to receiving. Maybe you've never done that before. Maybe you've always been wow. Capricorn is masculine. It's masculine earth. It actually, Capricorn is the father of the zodiac, while Cancer, their opposite, born on the other half of the wheel, is the mother of the zodiac. So you've spent your whole life being in this more masculine energy, action oriented, doing, always on the go, always doing. But I feel like now you're like, okay, if we're reimagining things, if we're creating a whole new world, I think I'm going to create one where I'm just like receiving just because I exist. Crystals and herbs came out, and then rooted on the bottom of the deck. We'll read about our oracle cards once we get them all out. You have, I feel like, no worries right now. Your worries really, the reason why, that makes sense. The reason why this feels so global and it feels so large scale is because you don't necessarily have like personal worries right now. You could be set, you could be good. You're just like sitting back and receiving these multiple streams of income that you've set up. I think I was calling this the 8 of Pentacles. I don't use this deck very often. This is the 7 of Pentacles, but regardless, the energy still stands. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Oh, I think I said 8 streams of different income, but really it would be 7. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Multiple streams of income. So many that you don't fucking pay attention to how many you have. 8, 9, 10. Who knows? Who cares? You're set. Not a worry in the world. Well, except for the world that might be burning. But other than that, it feels like you yourself are like at peace. You're really content. You're really unbothered. I don't see a ton of like chaos, and I don't know. It just feels really large scale, if that makes sense. All right, what is this? Oh, 2, nice. The pathless. Okay, difficult decisions, lack of direction. That's what I was just talking about, but the opposite. That's okay. Mentorship, finances. All right, we'll read about these as well. At the bottom of the deck, the storyteller viewpoints, control. Okay. Yeah, that control, that if anything is a struggle, it might be that a little bit. You might struggle with letting go of control. Maybe, oops, sorry. Maybe that's why you stay in this Emperor energy, because you feel like you have more control. If you're the one doing, if you're the one providing, I don't need to depend on anybody. I don't need to ask for anything. The Empress does not depend on anybody. Let's be very clear. If she has an Emperor by her side, it's because she chose to put him there. He has earned that spot, and they build together. She is not dead weight. She is not, I don't know. So if that is your hang up about being in the Empress energy, being in a more feminine energy, doesn't mean codependency. Doesn't mean unhealthy, toxic relationships. Yikes. That's got all mixed up. All right. What else is here for Capricorn in October, Spirit? What else is here for Capricorn in October? What else is here for Capricorn in October, Spirit? Okay, we'll take them. Okay, we have child, cross, and crossroads. Okay. And then we have with this pathless. Interesting, because I was just talking about how easy it is for you to know where you're going because you have a very clear vision. You kind of like tunnel vision is what I'm getting. And in this, I don't know why I'm holding that. In this imagery, you can see that the one path is very clearly like lit up, lined with gold. It's abundant, it's easy, it's breezy, it's bright, it's fun. This one, yeah, not so much. It's a little bit darker and thorny and unknown. So, I mean, I would take this one and I would just collect my money and my fruit and my abundance on the way and just enjoy the scenery. Some people might pick this one. I don't know. This feels like a very clear choice, no? It feels like you have a very clear vision of the path you're going to take. So this pathless, we'll read about it and we'll see. Okay. This global energy that I'm picking up on, very clearly there's a death here. This card, the cross, it talks about letting your greed get the best of you and being doomed to suffer the consequences. For this little girl, it is death. Unfortunately, she's cursed to dance until she dies. So that doesn't sound like very much fun. But there is an energy attached to you for whatever reason. I don't know if it's yours to work through. You might be called to step into a position of power, because there are going to be lots of people who feel pathless, who are going to feel lost, because this could be a leader of some sort. This could be a world leader, and it could leave a collective of people feeling like they don't know where to go. And maybe you're being called to step in and lead. I don't know. You could be called into a really big purpose in October. Like, it could involve children. There could be something about protecting children. There could be some sort of like global catastrophe, and it leaves like, this makes me really incredibly sad to think about. It leaves a lot of children without their parents. You could feel called to offer those children guidance, to take some of them in, to go, like physically go to where they are and offer to build. If you are in this Emperor Empress energy, you have the means to do that. So by all means, please. I feel like it is our duty to protect the unprotected, the innocent, the children. It feels like the way things are set up now, it's the opposite. It feels like our children are being preyed upon and served up on a platter by people that are supposed to protect them, which is everyone. It is everyone's duty to protect the children because they're literally our future. Without them, we have nothing. Anyway, okay. You could feel called to work with children in one way or another. Travel the world and build schools, set up foundations that actually help and provide for children in a world, again, that does not do that. What else is here? Hey! Okay. Sorry. We'll take these. Happiness. Staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Beautiful. Cracked cup. Dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction with life. Maybe that's why you are taking on this duty, taking on this calling, maybe, because you're feeling like there's got to be more. I got to do more with my money, with my resources. I don't feel like I'm doing enough. It could genuinely bring you happiness to take care of other people, to help other people. All right, let's do one of these and then we'll read. What else is here for Capricorn? Why? Just one, please. What else is here for Capricorn? That thing is slipping. What else is here for Capricorn, please, Spirit? Just one. Card number 10, Power of the Divine Masculine. Again, Divine Masculine. I feel like, for whatever reason, I am talking to a more masculine, whether that is gender or not. It does not matter. Let's read about that one first. Again, very different than what we're dealing with right now. These people, this archetype, whatever you want to call it, are protectors and providers and will do whatever it takes to protect their children, the children, anyone's children, and provide. That, again, is not what we have right now. So I feel like that's what's shifting, though. That is what is on the rise. Let's find what's balancing out. Because the divine feminine is rising, the divine masculine has no choice but to rise and meet it as well. An empowering energy seeks expression from within. It wishes to free you from confusion, paralysis, and stagnancy, stirring you into consciously chosen action, greater discipline, and focus. It's time to end the frustration of feeling like you are repeating old patterns. You are ready to break through into a new way of life. Feel inspired, be energized, and focus now on your dreams, aspirations, and desires. Take steps to manifest them on the physical plane. Okay. That feels kind of vague, but okay, we'll read the invocation. I call upon the unconditionally loving divine masculine energy, the light and the purity of my soul purpose and spiritual destiny. In all ways, through grace, assist me to take heart-inspired action at this time. To have the courage and self-belief to live my truths and to be open to who I am and what it means for me without fear that another may not understand or approve. I honor the strength and power within and acknowledge that for every dream the divine has placed in my heart, so to have equal measures of confidence, intelligence, strength, and aptitude been seated in my soul. I choose to have the courage in my conviction of my convictions and to journey within to find whatever I need to bring my light fully to the world. May all beings be supported in overcoming pain relating to the masculine principle, to restore, heal, love, and respect him. Him who? And his divine purpose in the spiritual evolution of humanity. Through my own free will, I invite unconditional love to assist with this process for all beings. So be it. Interesting. I've never gotten that card before, so yeah, I feel like you're just very much in your masculine energy. I don't think this is calling you. I don't know, honestly. Let's just read about the pathless. Sorry, these ones don't have numbers on them, so I can't just like flip through the book and find them. I have to go to the whatever this thing is called, table of contents, to find them every time. The pathless. Why can't I find this one? There it is. 102. The street is busy, alive with the shouting voices and the sound of boots on cobbles. But one pair of feet seems to have no destination, walking in circles, meandering and lost. This poor soul is the pathless, who hesitated on many decisions and rushed into too many others. They are the product of indecision and misdirection, lacking focus in themselves and trusting too much in people who would misguide them. It feels like progress on whatever you've been working towards has ground to a halt. Others might give you unsolicited advice, but you know yourself better than anyone else. Take a step back and consider a new direction, but don't keep stubbornly moving forward if it's not getting you anywhere. I feel like we talked about this and like changing directions, choosing a new path. I also feel like this is you using your divine masculine power, your protective energy, again, to protect the pathless and to provide them a path and show them a way. Give them some direction. The patron. Yeah, because we have this mentorship card, page number 76. Amongst the chatter and music of the saloon, one voice rises above the other, confident and championable. The patron has achieved a certain level of success and prosperity and makes it their business to know everyone around them, particularly those with talent who might just need a little extra support to fulfill their potential. Oh. The patron indicates that a period of mentorship is beginning for you. Either someone is due to enter your life, offering support and advice, or someone is looking for your guidance. Whether it is you or someone else who is taking on the role of patron, focus your energy on this new union, as it will bring a period of stability and empowerment to both of you. Nice. I do like that. Card number 12. Oh, there it is. Earth's Medicine Healing. We're reading about crystals and herbs. This is from the Seasons of the Witch Shawan Oracle. This card is an allegory for the profound healing that comes from working the earth's medicine. Sometimes you have to come back to the basics. Earth energy. You guys are earth energy, so absolutely. This means touching the earth and her offerings, getting to know your crystals, herbs, essential oils, and the ground you walk on, forest bathing or sleeping under the stars, finding a quiet stream or meadow, and speaking to your surroundings, talking to your plants, or growing new ones. Invite earth healing into your life in whatever way feels right to you, as the earth is always here for you. But, like your guides, Mother Nature needs an invitation. Pulling crystals and herbs is an invitation to find a deeper connection with earth energy. Mother Earth is calling you home, and that healing can be found within nature's language. The earth element represents grounding, connection, stability, and strength. Nature nourishes and supports you in all things on this planet. Behold the sacredness that is earth magic. You will feel more replenished as you develop your connection. This message is amplified if you felt burnt out, if you are sleeping but are not rested, full but still hungry, or active but not energized. This card holds even deeper meaning for you, as it signals you've lost touch with the anchoring of working with earth energy. This message is even more significant if you pulled rooted. It was on the bottom of the deck, so okay. So it's more significant, I suppose. Crystals for Shawan. Carnelian, jet, obsidian, onyx. Herbs for Shawan. Broom. Is that a herb? Okay. Garlic, marigold, mugwort, rosemary, sage, wormwood, yarrow. Very nice. Okay, guys. October should be interesting to say the least. Let me know what you guys got coming in the comments, what you got going on. I am very, very curious. I will see you next time. I love you guys so very much. Bye.